Introducing the Miragaia, a sharp-spined stegosaur from the Jurassic era and the newest dinosaur to come to Path of Titans. Miragaia fits between Kentrosaurus and Stegosaurus as a medium-sized herbivore with abilities to inflict brand new status effects on its enemies and defend itself from predators. Miragaia can now equip the new Spit debuff ability, spraying a cone of saliva onto its opponents and weakening their attack damage. This debuff gives Miragaia an immediate advantage when starting a fight and pairs well with his other new ability, Lash. Lash is a tail attack that spins Miragaia around to deliver a strong blow that knocks enemies back while protecting Miragaia's vulnerable head from damage. Lash also gives the advantage of quickly turning Miragaia around, allowing you to land a quick spit-and-run tactic in a fight. Miragaia's second new ability introduces an entirely new status effect to Path of Titans, Toxin. Miragaia's toxic barbs are a new hide ability that affects all of its tail-based attacks, coating Miragaia's tail thagomizers in thick toxins that inflict this unique status effect on its enemies. When inflicted with toxin, a skull overlay appears on your creature's health bar, gradually rising when struck by additional toxin attacks. If your creature's health drops below this toxin level, your dinosaur will immediately die. Toxin will, however, fade over time, so knowing when to keep your distance to recover will be essential to survival. Miragaia has an alternative to the toxic barbs as well in its venomous spines. This hide ability similarly affects all tail-based attacks, but causes tail attacks to inflict venom damage instead of toxin. Venom will dramatically reduce the stamina regeneration of affected enemies, turning combat into a war of attrition that opponents won't be able to run away from. A unique aspect to toxic barbs and venomous spines are their synergy with another new Miragaia ability, Detonate. Detonate is a tail attack that converts all accumulated venom or toxin levels on the opponent into raw health damage. Using this ability on an enemy without any status effects will only deal a low amount of damage, so inflicting a lot of toxin or venom beforehand is the best tactic when using this ability. Though be aware, once Detonate is used, it will consume and clear all inflicted status effects on the opponent, so venom or toxin must then be applied again. Miragaia's third hide ability, called Muddy Scales, is more suited to a defensive playstyle. Muddy Scales allows Miragaia to roll in dirt beneath it, coating itself in a layer of mud. Each layer will increase its armor, but be aware that the mud will wash off in water or rain. It also cannot be applied while in combat, so reapplying mud coating between fights is essential. An extra advantage of Muddy Scales is that while it's equipped, it provides a powerful buff to Miragaia's final new mechanic, its passive Paralysis ability. Paralysis is a new status effect that can be inflicted on players. Paralysis reduces movement speed and lengthens ability cooldowns. If an opponent is inflicted with full paralysis, they will become briefly paralyzed and unable to move or attack. While this is a powerful effect in combat, keep in mind that once an enemy has recovered from full paralysis, they will be immune to the paralysis for a short period of time. Miragaia also has powerful group support abilities. Spiked Gathering is a new sensibility that increases the reflect damage of all stegosaurs in the Miragaia's group and also grants them immunity to reflect damage from teammates. This helps the Miragaia's group minimize friendly fire while taking on opponents in close quarters. Miragaia is an offensive force with a focus on status effects, taking its time to wear down enemies before finishing them off with powerful blows. Managing Miragaia's many status abilities and using them to their full advantage will ensure that it thrives above the rest. Put Miragaia's wicked thagomizers to the test today by following the link below or checking it out on the in-game store. Be sure to update today and check out this exciting new dino.